Hey guys, it's Maymay, and yes, I'm still in Christmas mode. I know I should be getting into fall mode, but I keep thinking about things I want for Christmas, so I hope this will help you guys out as well. So we're gonna make so many tags in so many minutes. I don't have any idea what the title of the video will be. You will know by now because I will have completed it, but I want to show you what we're gonna do. How many times have you bought these packs like this, these paper packs, which I got this one from Michael's last year, and they have these really pretty pages in them, but we rarely use them, or at least I rarely use them because I'm not much of a scrapbooker, and for me, I always think, oh, those are for scrapbooks. I know they're not. They're used for anything. So today, I'm going to turn these into Christmas tags, and these pages that came out just for fun, I'm going to turn into cards. And I know I've done a lot of like so many cards in so many minutes, but I haven't done tags in so many minutes, so I thought you would enjoy that. So let's start working on these guys. Now this is probably going to work against me, but I did not prep anything ahead of time, so I'm just going to get started. I do have this stamp that says Merry Christmas, and this is from my stamp set called G's Teddy Bear Lane. And it's, for me, it's the perfect size because it's just a small little stamp that says Merry Christmas, whoa, it's going to go into all of these guys. So I'm going to use some black VersaFine ink because it will match every bit of this. And I'm going to go through, and before I cut these apart, I'm going to stamp them to say Merry Christmas, just in different places. And you can mix it up and play around. This is fun for me because I love to stamp. That's my favorite thing. So each one of these is going to get a Merry Christmas on it. I tend to send out more tags than I do cards because when you're giving presents, I'm that person who tends to always want a cute tag tied to the package. And so I like to start my Christmas tags much earlier. Matter of fact, I have a video from last year where we did a tag swap. We're not doing that swap again, but I'll link that video below so you can check out those tags that I made last year. I thought they were super fun, and I thought you might enjoy it, so I'll put that below for you. And one thing I want to caution you on, don't do what I did. Let me learn for you. Stamp from the top left corner over if you're right-handed. So you're not overlapping your ink, because my ink is a slow drying ink, and if I'm not careful, I'll get my elbow in it or my arm, and I'll have a smear. And look, I messed that one up, so I probably can't use it. That'll be my fault. We'll see what we can do with it. I might can figure something out to fix it. So I attempted to fix this one by stamping over it, but I couldn't, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to let that one be gone. So now I have two pages all stamped with the Merry Christmas added to them, and I think that looks really pretty. You could use any stamp you have in your collection, any stamp. Christmas, Happy Holidays, Seasons, Greetings, whatever you've got. Now I've got my trimmer, and I'm going to do some trimming, and I'm just going to lay these guys into my trimmer and use the blade and line it up where it needs to go and just cut down as far as I can go until I need to stop and then turn and come across. I'm just going to do that with all of this. Sometimes when you buy these packs, they'll make these where they cut really easily, where you don't have to kind of line anything up. They'll just work for you. And then sometimes you have to do some of this working yourself, you know, lining things up and stuff. So I've got all of the tags stamped and cut out, or the beginnings of the tags. Now I'm going to cut these pages out. I wasn't going to make cards out of this, but then I thought while I'm doing this, it would make sense to go ahead. Then I have a card that matches a tag if I need it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got both of these pages. There's two from that pack. I have them stacked on top of each other, and I'm going to trim this away. It has a perforated edge, but I usually make a mess of that, so I'm just going to trim this away real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these in half as well. Go ahead and separate them all from each other. I'm going to trim these down to fit my card. Now I notice on these I have much more space on this side than I do on this side to do trimming. So I'm going to take most of my width off of this side. I need to take 3/8 of an inch from each side, but I'm going to adjust that and take more from here than here. Now, because in previous videos I've made cards like this and shown you this before, I just went ahead and assembled these cards. But check them out. Aren't they super cute? And I ended up getting 12 out of here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, 12 cards. Add some envelopes to it, and these can be a gift, or you can use them for the season. So now let's work on the tags. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to marry everything up with their matching partner. That might take a minute, but I'm going to do it just because I think I'll have a clearer picture of what I'm doing that way. Now for fun, from my stamp set called Stitched Shapes, they're Christmas stitch shapes actually, I have taken some of the sentiments off of here and I've just loaded them onto several blocks. The to and from, the do not open till December 25th, the no peeking, and the elf made. And I'm going to take these guys and flip them over. And I see that Merry Christmas is facing this way, so I know my tag is going to hang that way. And I'm going to stamp these guys with to and from and one of those little sentiments on the back. I think it'll be cute, but I'm just going to leave my ink open and I'm just going to kind of work in assembly line. So this word from, I'm going to put about right here. Not going to worry if they're in the same spot on both, because remember, these tags probably won't end up to the same person anyway. I'm going to put to right above it. And then I'm going to pick a little sentiment. This one says, don't open till December 25th. I think I'll put that down here in this corner. Imagine how much fun you could have with all of your Christmas stamps doing like this, making your own tags. Now these guys need to dry, so I'm going to sit them aside and let those dry and bring 2 more over, making sure I flip them where they're in the right orientation every time. That'll save you a lot of headache. Go ahead and turn them the right way. There's 2. And then I'm going to do from. And then on these, let's do the same one. I like this December 25th on these kind of elegant looking ones. So don't open till December 25th. And then let those dry. I'm going to do that with all of them. And I think it'll go pretty quick actually. I mean, it may not be like 10 or 15 minutes, but I think it'll go pretty quick. So my orientation is right on those. For me, this saves me so much time at the holidays. I will then take these guys and put them with my gift wrap, all of the stuff I keep for my gift wrapping. And then when I need a tag, I have it and I don't have to go look for them or buy them from the store. I've already got them. For this little guy, I'm going to use the sentiment that says elf made. I'm just going to put it down here in the corner. I think that'll be cute because elves make all the presents at Christmas, right? Too cute. And then let those dry. Let's do this one. See how this orientation is? So I want to make sure I flip them in the same way. So when I stamp them, I can move pretty quickly. So now I have them all over my desk and I'm letting the ink dry. So now I'm going to go back to the ones that I did first. And I'm going to start punching the hole for the ribbon because I use ribbon to tie these on. I think that's super cute. So this is my crocodile and I'm going to use the bigger hole. The reason is it saves me a step when I get to tying the ribbon, because if I don't, I have to kind of fuss with the ribbon and I don't want to. I'm going to use baker's twine, so the bigger hole will be perfect for that. So I'm doing 2 at a time because I want to decide where I'm going to punch my holes. And remember, I lined these guys up with their matching one. So this lets me just kind of look to the front, decide where I want that hole to go, and then punch. This is one of those crafts that doesn't take a long time, but when you're done, you have got a big payoff for it. This is one where you're like, gosh, I just sat down for a few minutes and just made all of those Christmas tags. This could also be a great present for somebody. If you know somebody who really likes to wrap their presents really cute and have very matchy things on their presents, this is a cute way for you to make something for them to use for this year. Like my mom has a birthday in December and I always think it's fun to give her stuff like this at her birthday because then at Christmas she can use her birthday present for her gifts. You might be wondering if I set a timer as I do these videos so I can know how long it takes me when I tell you guys. I don't set a timer. What I do is I just let my camera record the entire time instead of cutting away at all. And as long as I do that, I can add up how many minutes of footage I have. And then I can tell you guys exactly how long it took to do this, even though the video I show you guys is not that long. Because I edit down the video you guys see, but I make sure I add together all of the footage time so I know. Now for all of these guys, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to corner round all of them using my 1/2 inch corner rounder from We Are Memory Keepers. I think this really ties everything together. Now what you'll want to do is make sure when you're stamping on the back, and you see I got real close, if you're going to do the corner rounder thing, make sure you move your stamping in. I should be okay on most of them, but if I'm not, I can always just punch the tops instead of all the way around. But I think this is cute to give them a different shape besides just square. And now for the part that I think will be the most time consuming, tying on the baker's twine. Now remember, I used the bigger hole so this would go faster. And what I'm going to do is just tie it in a knot at the top of my tag. I'm not going to worry about doing a slip knot because that takes longer. And I want this to be a quick project that I can do, you know, when I have an hour or two to sit down and play. Then I'm just going to trim this away. And this tag is ready for a present when I get ready to tie it on. So let's do another one. It will go fast, and this is that kind of thing where you can sit down in front of the TV, put on a Christmas movie, which we all know we do that early anyway, right? And just enjoy yourself. I know some people don't love Christmas early like I do, but I do. I love to get ready for it because it just makes me happy, makes me start planning what I want to do at Christmas, and making these tags is one of those things I like to do. So there you go, guys. 35 tags. I would have had 36, but I messed one up. So 35 tags and 12 cards that all coordinate. So if I want to use this card and this tag, they work together because they came from the same paper pack. Now, I know these videos are not for everybody. I've heard you in the comments tell me that these are not your favorite thing, and I get that. But there's some people like me that have a very busy lifestyle and still want to use our hands and make things, and this kind of answers that little issue that we sometimes have. The other thing I think is a really good idea for this. This is a perfect way for your kids to craft. So easy. One stamp on the front, a couple of stamps on the back, and tie a string onto it, and it's a tag, and they've made something that they will be able to see under the tree and go, you know, I made that, and it makes it feel really good, just like we do as adults when we make something. So think about that. It's a good way to let your kids play with your supplies without really getting into the expensive stuff. Also, it's 4 pieces of cardstock and 12 pre-made card bases. So we didn't spend a lot of money, and this could be a good, I don't know ever how many minute hobby you guys can do with your kids, but you'll know how many minutes because I'll put it in the title. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. If you make something like this, or if you take some paper from your paper packs and you do something similar, I want to see it. We share a lot of projects over on our Facebook page called Maymay Made It, and so did I, and we want you to come share with us too. We want to see what you guys are making. So head over to the link below, sign up to join our group over there, and come be inspired and also be an inspiration. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.